audience, I will invite you to watch this interview with Josh from US. My first question to Josh is, who are you and why are you here? What are you doing here in Romania at Isaccea border with Ukraine?
My name is Joshua Hubel, from really Portland, Oregon is where I was born, and I've kind of gone back and forth between Arizona and there. Let's see, I'm here because there's a humanitarian crisis, really. A lot of innocent people trying to just get to safety, and I've got the willpower and the knowledge to do it. And I feel that that is just wasted with me sitting at home on a couch, not doing anything.
Yeah. So you saw in the news there is a war started by Russia in Ukraine, an aggression, and you said, okay, I want to do something.
Yeah.
I want to do something for those people. You took the plane and you came to Romania.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know, so it took me about a week, I'd say, before I actually bought my ticket, because I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. First, it was, do I go over and do I fight and join the legion that the Prime Minister had created?
Zelensky.
Yes, yeah. And so I guess he's the president, actually, right?
The president, of course.
So I thought about it and thought, where would I be most useful at? And I just kind of narrowed it down to women and children, elderly, disabled, people like that, that I could help out the most. And that's kind of where I was called to. And at that point, I purchased a ticket on a Saturday evening to fly out on a Wednesday evening.
Yeah, and you arrived here in Romania, as I know, on Friday last week.
Yeah, Friday at about 1300.
And you stayed in Bucharest for a few days, and then you decided to go to the border with Ukraine.
Yeah, so I originally had planned on going over to Poland and then going to Lviv, and then going into, but after meeting a group of people where I was staying, they were from the Odessa region, and so I felt, hey, being that I had no plan, I felt that, hey, they were put, in my path for a reason, and that's where I was being guided to go. So at that point, I kind of scratched that tentative plan, and I created another tentative plan about coming over to Isaccea, and from there going over to the Odessa region and helping out there.
Yeah, because Odessa might be the next target for Putin's army.
Yeah.
There are other cities quite close with Odessa, which are under attack. Mariupol, for instance, which is not far from Odessa. But we can suppose that Odessa will be the next target, the next major target in the south of Ukraine, very near the Romanian border. It was a very interesting moment when you spoke with the Prime Minister of Romania, who was here at Isaccea border, and you spoke with him for a few minutes.
Yeah, I did.
How did you feel when you met the Romanian Prime Minister and you spoke with him?
I thought it was a privilege, and I felt honored to be able to have even just a few words with him. Telling them what I thought about how things are going here, what brought me here, how I felt about, seeing the children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very emotional moment when you said, look, I'm a father.
Yeah, that one.
And I felt that as a father, I have to help children. I have to help people in need.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I told. So people have asked me, like, why would you go into an area that is a hot zone? And when I think about it, I think I am a father. I have children, and if I had to stay back, I would hope that there's enough people in this world who would step up and want to help them out.
Yeah.
So I'm capable of doing that. So I feel that I should at least show and do what I would like done for me.
And I remember when you spoke with the Prime Minister of Romania, he asked you about your badge.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a Marine Corps badge, U.S. Marine Corps. Tell us about it.
Oh, no, it just, so I took it with me when I left the Marines. And it's my military police badge that I had. I was a military police officer, a K-9 handler. And I brought it with me only because when I was reading about what they were looking for in Ukraine, it was military, it was law enforcement backgrounds, things along those lines, and I had both of them, and I figured...
You have experience in this.
Right, and so I figured I brought everything with me that would represent that I could show as proof of that, so that if I was challenged or just asked about it, I could show that.
And you have also another...
Yeah, my
Please show it closer with the
sure.
camera.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's United States
It's
Marine
just
Corps. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
So it's really Semper Fidelis
Semper Fidelis, yeah.
is the short, right? Always faithful. I always carry something Marine Corps with me, no matter where I travel to. I've backpacked all over the world at this point, and that's kind of what led me here as well. Is I knew beyond my military experience, my law enforcement experience, I have a lot of traveling experience, and traveling without no plan, just go where I'm led type of thing.
Very interesting.
I think, and the thing I like about that the most is the people I meet and where that leads me. Is I'm not held down to a plan, so I can be very flexible, right, on how I get places, where I'm going, like I said, that's being that way is what allowed me to come to Isaccea.
Yeah, and maybe tell us how did we meet?
That's the other side of me. I'm a talker. I like to think of myself as a people person. I can talk to anyone, whether I speak the language or not. I think communication is so much more than verbal. Yeah. And that's definitely been proven time and time again through all the countries I've been to. That's kind of how we met. Is we didn't know how to get to Isaccea once we got off the train. Someone had said something about a bus, and I didn't see any buses. I just saw a bunch of vans. And then I was like, well, let's see. They probably call those buses. Anything that takes multiple people is probably a bus to them. And lo and behold, that's what it was. And you were standing there, and you had just you were buying your ticket, and you said the word Isaccea, and it's the only word that I could understand in Romanian.
The magical word.
Right. And so I was like, are you going to Isaccea? And he said, yes. I said, us too. Like, what do we need to do to get there? And you were so generous, where you bought our tickets for us, which I didn't even know how much they cost. So I was very grateful. I was very thankful for that. Very thankful.
It was a pleasure for me to help you, and I was amazed that you were, when I understood in just a few seconds, I understood that you want to be volunteers, because you were together with...
Yes.
And when I understood that you want to help, I was amazed. And that's why I try to help you and to in these efforts. Yeah.
I've gotten that a lot.
We were in Tulcea.
Yeah, we're in Tulcea.
And we tried to find a way to come to Isaccea, and it was a microbus.
Yes,
we say.
microbus.
Microbus.
All right. I actually have gotten that a lot, to be honest with you, about people being surprised that I'm here to help, and no one's really giving me an answer on why they're surprised.
I was not surprised. I was amazed.
Okay.
Which is...
I guess, they were too, I guess that's probably a better word.
Yeah, which was a feeling and a thought about, wow, I'm meeting wonderful people who want to help. And when I realized that you are from US, I thought, oh, this guy took the plane over the ocean in order to come in the far Eastern Europe in order to help people, to help and to share his humanity, to share his willing to help and to offer something to people that.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, part of it, for me, I don't know if selfish is the right word, but it fulfills me to do that. And that's something I've been called to do, is to be of service to people. Like as a Christian, I am very led to do that. I've done it 15 years old. I've served in some capacity throughout my life, and as of late, I haven't really been doing anything, and I've been kind of getting away from who I am or who I want to be, and this was an opportunity for me to, follow that path that I should, that I really should be. So,
it's wonderful. Let me confess to you this. You said you are a Christian.
Yes.
And you have strong values in order to help people, in order to be kind with people, and to help them, help those who are in need.
Yes.
I'm a humanist. And look, we share the same values. It's important, no matter which is your religion or if you have no religion. Important is to have moral values.
Absolutely.
And to help people and to join others who maybe are different than you, or other different nationality, different views, different, religions and so on, but to help people and to share humanity, because this is the most important thing. We have only one planet for all of us.
Well,
no matter.
It's simple. I mean, it reads in the Bible and everyone knows it, love thy neighbor as thyself.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know who or what your neighbor is necessarily, right? You don't know if they're a different religion, different, anything. So it doesn't say love your neighbor if they are the same as you.
Yeah.
It says to love them regardless.
Of course.
And that's what I try and do.
And let me quote also Corinthians 13 from the Bible, when it states that love above all is the message.
Yep. And that's
love above everything else.
That's how I try and live my life. I actually had an article written about me back home, and I had said that what did I say? I'll actually show you the article after this too.
Okay.
It was very well written, and I just with so much that's going on with the evil in the world, I don't think that it's too much just to love.
Yeah.
Right? To show love, show grace, show compassion, amongst our fellow humans. And that's the thing. It's, I love my country. I love America very much so. I'm very much of a patriot, but I'm also, as you said, a humanist. And I do love people, and I do have a belief that people are inherently good versus evil. Not saying that there's not evil out there, because we see it, but I do like to believe that the majority of the world's population is good, and they just want to live a happy, fulfilled life.
To live in peace.
Yes.
And to enjoy life and to enjoy freedom.
Yeah, absolutely freedom.
And of course, when the freedom is under a huge threat, to defend it.
Yep.
And to defend those who are their rights under a huge threat.
Absolutely.
Like it's happening now in Ukraine. You said you are a father?
I am, yeah.
Tell us about your kids.
All right, let's see. My son will be 19 in July, and my daughter will be 19 in July. We'll graduate high school in June. My daughter, she'll be moving on to the 10th grade of high school. They're incredible.
Are you in contact with them? Did you?
I am, yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I made sure they downloaded WhatsApp, Telegram, they're on Instagram and Facebook already, yeah. That's who's taking care of the dog.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you have a dog.
Oh yeah, I have a dog, trust me. I mean, this dog is, I mean, if you ask the kids who I love more, they're going to say the dog. I mean, we know it's them, but I mean, the dog's right there with them, I'm not going to lie. So I have, I have the kids taking care of her, and friend, Sheena, who's takes care of her. She's actually heading out to Mexico, shoot, in a few hours, I think, right? That's what I was messaging before this. So the dog's going back and forth kind of between them and my buddy Brian. And Brian's actually, he talks with me probably more than anyone because he's trying to get over here where I am. His only thing is he doesn't have a passport, so he's trying to expedite a passport to get over here.
And maybe he will come here.
Yes.
To join to this effort to be a volunteer and.
Yeah. Basically, so what him and I have actually talked about is him providing the security for what I want to do. Okay. What he would do.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And you said you have a dog?
I do.
It was amazing that here, among the tents of volunteers, there is also one tent for refugees with a.
Yes. Yeah.
With a.
Yeah, it's great.
We bought food.
Great. Let's
see.
I think it's on my other phone.
Yeah.
I took a picture of the name and the telephone number and website of the.
I'll put them on this clip. I'll put them in the description.
You did? Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
great.
I'll put when I will post it on YouTube. I'll put the information.
Yeah.
Save the Dogs is the NGO. Save the Dogs
and other animals.
Yeah, and
that's what it reads, right? Yeah.
That's
the NGO.
Yeah, it's a well-known NGO in Romania. I know
it is. Okay.
Since many years ago, and in many causes we were on the same barricade.
Oh. Neat.
So I know them. Wonderful that there were volunteers from Italy.
Yes, yeah, no, the Italians were amazing. Yeah. We were right there with the Italians and the Greeks, and man, I mean, the food that they both were making was incredible.
And you promised me that you will go vegan.
Yeah, I did not promise. I said you're going to turn me vegan. That's what I said.
Yeah, because of that.
It's good. I mean, it is, especially that
plant tuna.
That I like the eggplant and pepper spread. Like I got that with my meat and cheese, and that's what I had on my sandwiches this morning. Yeah, I like that. And yeah, the plant tuna, you would have never guessed that it was something different. It was very good.
Yeah. So, please, Josh, tell us kind of a final word. What do you to a person in order to make him or her join to this effort, to donate, to join as a volunteer, no matter in what country he or
that's actually something I've been thinking about a lot is, and when I'm on Instagram and Facebook and every other social media thing out there, I come across different sayings and quotes, and one of the things that I tell people, and it's important to me, I was just talking with a donor, someone who donated this morning as I was sitting in this area here. They said, I could never do that, and I don't know if I could do that. No, they said no, I don't. That's not. I would love to do that, but I couldn't do what you're doing. And he's only 22, right? I'm 40. And I said, you have a lot of time left, and you do. But the other thing is, don't wait for the time to be right to do anything, because I promise you, nothing in life, right, that you want to do, the timing will be right.
Of course.
The timing is not ever going to be right. There's always going to be something going on in your life. You just have to do it and just have the will to make it work. Yeah. And that's really what it is. I mean, there's enough people out there to help you along the way and to guide you, right? You just have to want it bad enough, and that's it. Don't wait for the 100% because you will never ever get to 100%.
True. Wise words. Wise words, and thank you very much. And maybe one more word. How about the cold? How about the winds?
Oh my gosh. I mean,
we are 10 minutes away from border.
Oh, yeah.
We are very close to the border, to the Danube.
Yeah, it's with that wind chill factor, it definitely kicks in. If you're out of the wind and it's a nice day like today and the sun's out, it's not so bad, it's tolerable, but that wind kicks up and you want your head covered, your ears covered, nose, mouth, hood on. It's you definitely feel it. You definitely know that it's not a hot summer day.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That is absolutely for sure. And that's another thing that I'm thankful for, and something you have to keep in mind with these refugees coming over, right, is they're enduring that cold.
Yeah.
Because they're not always in a vehicle. They're standing outside, they're walking long distances just to get to safety.
Yeah.
So that's something, that it keeps you humble and thankful.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Josh.
Absolutely.
For being here, for trying to help, for your donations, and for your effort to join to this trying to help the people in need. Thank you very much.
Thank you.